Hey y'all, EJ here. So, coming to you with the weekly video for this week. And this week it's just going to be a few things to not say or to not do to a director. Now, you all know I am an indie director, so I am, of course, speaking from personal experiences, but these are things that I think you should not say to whether it's an indie director, a Hollywood director, or anytime big, like any director, period. These are just things that I think you should not do or say to any director. So let's get into it. Okay, number one. Number one is to say to the director that you didn't know some details about filming day because you don't really use your emails, but the director told you at the beginning that everything would be emailed. Nobody has time to be texting every single person, hey, did you see the email? Hey, did you see it? Hey, did you see it? Hey, nobody has time to do that. So if the director tells you that email will be the primary mode of communication, you need to check your email. Number two is to try to blame the director for you not knowing the details of the filming day. Just don't. We're all adults here. Take care of your responsibilities and you'll be fine. Number three, one thing to not do is if a director gives you their phone number, but then proceeds to tell you that they are not available to take calls all the time, and it's better if you text them, don't call them repeatedly. Don't do that. Now, for me, I'm an indie director, so I am okay with the actors and the crew on my films having my work number, not my personal number, but my work number. I am personally okay with that. But I also do a lot of different things, and especially now with this series, I'm filming 10 films and producing them by myself. I'm editing them by myself. I'm doing the ADR, the audio. I'm pretty much doing it all by myself. I have a couple people helping me with a few of them, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just me. So if I give you my phone number and say text me, don't call me, because 9 times out of 10, I can't answer the phone anyway. Don't call me. Just don't. And then don't get upset with me when I tell you I can't answer my calls, but we've had this conversation before. I think we're on 4 is if you know the director, don't show up to the casting call without doing the work. So at the casting calls, there were some people I knew and some people I didn't. I could clearly tell the people that prepared for the casting call, and I could clearly tell the people that didn't. And I'm not the type of director that just because I know you, I'm going to give the part. No, I'm going to give the part to the person that I feel fits the part the best. So just because you know the director doesn't always mean you are a shoo-in. So make sure you're prepared. Number 5 is to make sure you show up to filming time early. Filming day early. Call time early. If set time, if filming day time is set at like 6:30, you should not show up at 6:30. You shouldn't. You should show up at least 15 minutes early, if you can. I know there might be some circumstances where you can't, but if call time, if set time is 6:30 and you show up at 6:30, that means that you can't warm up. You may or may not be already dressed. You may or may not have to do makeup or things like that. As far as filming goes, there are tests that needs to be done as far as like white balancing and making sure in the shot and things like that. So my advice would be to show up early, at least 15 minutes early. Number 6 is make sure you promote the film that you're in. So there's a lot of work that goes on way after the actress and actresses have gone home. So as far as my films go, they get a poster, a trailer, a dedicated page on my website, and that includes the poster and the trailer, and then there's behind the scenes photographs. So there's a lot that goes into my films, and so there's a lot that goes into making and other things for the film way after filming day has come and gone. So if the director is putting out these things, make sure you share them on your social medias. That not only shows the director that you appreciate it, but it helps amp up the excitement about your films. If that is being made available to you, show your excitement. And it honestly, in my experience, I've had, actors and actresses that have shared the things that I've made for their film, and I've had some that have not. And honestly, if you show excitement about my films, especially when I'm an indie director, all this is coming out of my pocket, things like that. If you show excitement about it, I'm probably going to be more inclined to have you come back and work on a future project than somebody that doesn't. And I'm not saying that that's the only thing that depends on, but if you show that you're excited and you share, whatever is out there, on your directors or whatever, on the film or the company, whatever it is, whatever they put out about your film, if you share it on your social medias or you tell people about it, help them get the word out about the films and things like that, they're going to appreciate that, like, way more than you think. And clicking share or posting on Instagram, it takes like 2 seconds, but it means a lot. And so that's what I would suggest, is if you have those things available to you, share them on your social media. The next tip, I don't know what number we're on, I think we're on 7, is while you're on set, don't act like you know more than the director. Now, I'm not saying don't offer suggestions and things like that, because at least with me, now again, this isn't for all directors, it's just for me. But for me, I am willing to listen to creative ideas and to see if they will work with my vision. However, you may think you know my whole vision, but you don't know my whole vision. So if you're walking around on set as if you know more than the director does, it's kind of a turnoff, because if I give you a script and tell you what I'm thinking about the film, and we're doing certain things certain ways, and you're always questioning what I'm having you do, you don't really know the grand scheme of things. You don't really know, at least for me, when I'm putting these projects together, I already see how I'm going to edit these shots. And so I'm setting up the shots so that I can edit it so that it matches what I envision in my head. And yes, some things change. That's life. Some things change. But don't question every single thing, every single position, every single spot, like if I say influx your voice, like, don't ask me why, just do it, And it's not that I'm being a tyrant. It's just, if you have a legitimate idea, that is totally fine. Share it. I am open to those things. And I've had a couple of actors and actresses who did, and I incorporated their suggestions and my vision, and it turned out amazing. But I've also had a couple of people who just questioned every single thing that I was telling them to do, and place I told them to stand. And honestly, I couldn't wait until filming day was over, and I probably won't work with them again. So there's a difference between trying to help and being a butt about it. So keep that in mind. Number 8 is, if the director gives you creative freedom, like I've given all the cast that's in my films a certain amount of creative freedom. I told them what I wanted. I told them what I was thinking. I told my vision. But then I said, but then you can do here whatever you want type thing. You can, because it's like, if I'm going to go through the cost and the time of having casting calls, I'm going to, trust your talent and lean on that a little bit. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you every single thing, unless it's something specific. So in these, I told them what I wanted, but then I told them the areas where they could really bring their talents to the table and make their characters come alive. And that's pretty much what I said. However, if a director gives you freedom like that, and then you get on set and it's filming day, and you're not really giving the director what they want, and then the director starts giving you additional directions, just do what the director says. Because, what you may think was great for the character may not fit the vision. Or anything. It could be anything. It could just be the director changed their mind, or seeing it was not working. The director might just give you like a 2-second spiel about, okay, so that didn't work, we're going to do this. Just kind of do what they say. They may not, like, at least for me, when I'm thinking, like, even when I'm filming, I'm currently always thinking about, okay, this is great, what do we do next? Is my next thought going to work? Do I need to change it? Whatever. So my mind is literally multitasking when I'm filming. And so I may not be in the mode to explain my decision to you, in a 6-minute explanation. But just because you're not giving me what either I needed or what I thought you were going to give me. So don't take offense by it. Just kind of go with what the director says. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to share those couple of things because hopefully they'll help somebody, because those are just things that I have encountered and that I wish were different or would have happened differently. So that's all I have. Hopefully this helped. I know sometimes it's nice to get inside the head of a director. That's it for this week's video, and I will see you next week's video. Make sure you check out last week's video. So thank you so much for watching. I still appreciate it. If this helped you, make sure you like and share. And if you like what I'm doing here, you can feel free to click that subscribe button. I really, really appreciate everybody that subscribes and watches my videos. And yeah, that's it for this week, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.